Let's take you to Adelaide now, where Vincent Tarzia is announcing his resignation. Let's listen in.
With your shield or on it, and today I've made the decision to step down as leader of the Liberal Party as of 5 p.m. today. Of course, I will stay on as the member for Hartley, and I will continue to run for the Liberal Party for the seat of Hartley for the next state election. This is obviously a decision that hasn't come about lightly, but upon reflecting the various needs of my own family, I've got a 4-year-old and a 5-month-old at home with my wife Carissa, balancing that amongst quite a demanding role as leader of the opposition, and also wanting to serve my electorate to the best of my ability. I've made the decision to step down as leader of the Liberal Party. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of my parliamentary colleagues that have supported me along the way, and our various volunteers and supporters, be they in the commercial field or socially. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of them, and I thank them for their support today. It has not been an easy decision. Saying that, what I remain focused on now is making sure that I do support the next leader of the Liberal Party, who that person will be, that will take the party to the next state election. And I will only be supportive of that person, and I wish them very well in their endeavours. And I imagine you might have a couple of questions for me, so I'm happy to take those as well.
You've been very strong in saying that you were going to lead the party to the next election. What has changed today that's forced you into this decision?
Look, there's a reason why they say it's the worst job in politics. It's been a very challenging role, demanding role, but it's also been an absolute privilege, and I've done that role to the best of my ability, just like I've tried to in all the other roles. Ultimately, everything comes to an end eventually, and for me, that moment was today. And like I said, I'm really focused on making sure that I support the next leader of the Liberal Party that will lead us to the next state election.
When exactly did you come to the conclusion that you would be stepping down? Is this something you've been thinking about for a number of weeks, or is it a recent decision in the last 24 hours?
No, it's probably a decision that I arrived at this morning, and I discussed it with my family and some of my key supporters and party members, and I arrived at it today. And it's been a challenging day, but I'm looking forward now to getting on with it and supporting the next leader of the Liberal Party, but at the same time supporting my very young family at home and making sure I do everything possible to be returned as the member for Hartley, which I really enjoyed most of all.
Were you pushed in any way by colleagues?
No, absolutely not. No colleague has pushed me. There's been no letter, petition signed or anything like that. No colleague has told me to step down. If any of you have got any of those sources, you're within your rights to say who they are, but nobody has said to me that I should step down. This is a decision that I have made of my own accord. I'm not going to stand here and complain. We know politics is a tough business. We know being leader of the opposition, some call it the worst job in politics. I'm not bitter at all. I'm calm. I feel relaxed. Whilst that has been a bit of a sad moment to move on from this role, I'm very calm, and I want to make sure that I help and support the next leader of the Liberal Party going forward.
What's your message to those who did try and destabilise your leadership? Well,
look, I still don't understand who may or may not have. All I would say to anyone in that situation, ultimately you reap what you sow. So I don't have any grounds or belief to suggest that it is, a colleague or someone from the outside of the party, but we've got a job to do as an opposition, and I remain committed to helping the next leader of the party be that good opposition and hopefully take us forward and be the next government of South Australia.
Who do you think should be the next leader of the party?
Well, now obviously we have our procedures within the party, so there will have to be a ballot of the party room. I haven't spoken to anyone. I wanted to make sure that I've given clear air for that next leader as we come into Christmas to rearrange their office and sort out the things that they need to sort as we lead into an election campaign.
Last week said she didn't want the leadership at all and couldn't see any circumstances under which she'd be leader. Do you think she'll be the next leader?
Well, there's a number of talented people in that party room that could stand up. There's a number of talented party members that could be the next leader of the party. We'll have those conversations respectfully with the team, and we'll pick our next leader and we'll get on with it and we'll support them.
Is 14 weeks enough in the lead up to the election to be able to stabilise the party as a new leader?
At the end of the day, we've got to get a campaign together, and a lot of that work has been underway, and that will continue to be underway, and I'm here to support that next person who takes on the leadership.
What sort of reaction have you had from your colleagues at this stage?
Look, people have been supportive right across the board in the party, outside the party. I've already had a couple of job offers. I don't need those job offers just yet. I'm looking forward to hopefully being returned as the next member for Hartley again, and want to support the next leader as they go to the next state election.
Ashton's the favourite to be the next leader. If she is the next leader, will you support her?
Well, whether it's Ashton, someone else, we've got great talent in the party room. We've got people that could step into the role. So whoever ultimately the party room decides, I will get behind that person 100%. I leave here with no bitterness whatsoever.
Would you accept the role on the shadow
the Liberal Party is a united front.
Yep.
What message does this send to voters this close to an election?
Well, look, ultimately it's up to voters to make that decision. But this is a really tough job. I've got a young family. I've got an electorate. I've done the very best I can. And I think for me this is the right time to now move on, give that person the next clear air so that they can move on to the next state election.
You've worked really hard over the last couple of months. Surely this is a pretty disappointing decision for you.
It's been a challenging decision, a hard one to make, but I arrive at it with complete serenity, knowing that I've given it my all, and I've got a young family at home, I've got an electorate to take care of, and I will get out of the way and I will help the next leader of the party take us to hopefully what is a successful state election campaign.
Do you have any regrets?
No, not whatsoever. I've got absolutely no regrets in this role. I've given it my all each and every day. I think the team can be proud. If you look at what I inherited, where I was around 2 years ago, what I inherited and the state of the party then, we've been able to, I think, hold ourselves together. We have unleashed several policies that weren't in the mix back then, and I think we are a viable, credible alternative for the people of South Australia. That policy work wasn't done when I was there. So I think we are capable of being a formidable fighting outfit, and I'm really proud of what I've been able to do. And I want to thank all of my team, my staff, but also the colleagues who have been in the trenches with me along the way. We know it's been a tough time for the party, from a state point of view, from the federal point of view as well, and I'm just doing everything I can now to help the next leader of the Liberal Party move us forward to the next state election.
You're the second straight Liberal leader to resign amid rumours of leadership destabilisation. Is this party unleadable?
No, I wouldn't say it's unleadable. Look, it's been a challenge, but it's been a great privilege to lead a major political party. And if you had said to me in 2014 that I would have led the Liberal Party, I just wouldn't have believed you. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity. I'm very grateful for the trust that my colleagues put in me. I've done it to the best of my ability, and I'll do everything possible to help the next leader that will take us to the elections.
You were here 16 months ago when you took this role. Did you expect that would go the way it did?
Look, we're in these jobs for as long as we are. When you're in those jobs, you do them to the best of your ability, and that's what I've done. I leave today with great peace and tranquility, and I'll make sure I do everything possible to support the next person in this role.
Will it be hard to support a new leader if they have undermined you, or if you feel like you've been undermined?
I'm not going to stand here and say that any one of my colleagues has undermined me. I will do everything possible to support the next leader and make sure that they are as successful as possible for the next state election. I don't leave with any bitterness whatsoever.
Was part of this decision so that you could stabilise your own seat in Hartley and work now harder in your electorate?
So a variety of factors. One is I've got a young family. I've got a 5-month-old and a 4-year-old at home. It's an enormous challenge with that, and I want to thank my wife Carissa and our families for their support. But secondly, of course, I owe a great debt of gratitude to my electorate of Hartley. I want to make sure that I support my electorate. Without supporting the electorate, first and foremost, we're not in these roles. So I want to do that, but obviously the party is going through some challenges at the moment, and I think now is the right time for me to step aside, give the party clear air, and make sure that that person can have a good run-up in the lead-up to Christmas and the next state election.
What are those challenges?
Well, I think you have publicised them at great length. We know that there's been challenges federally. We know that there's been challenges from a state point of view. There's been some of those issues that have been publicly broadcasters. Commentators will commentate about some of those things. I'm not necessarily going to go into all of those, but it's a tough job. It's a tough job, but I don't leave leader today with any regrets whatsoever. I'm very grateful for the opportunity and very calm about what's next.
At your first press conference as leader, you said that the Liberal Party will win the next election. Do you still believe that the Liberal Party will win the next election?
We are a major political party. We're always in it to win it. We know it's going to be a huge task, but I'm confident that with a lot of the work that has been done, we're in a much better position with what we've done in the last 18 or so months. I know that, for example, some of the policies that we've been putting together, we put our shoulder to the wheel. There's been great buy-in from the team, and there's a lot of things that we can build on. Now's the right time for me to step aside from this role, and I'll support the next leader to make sure that they're as successful as possible in the lead-up to the election.
Have you had the opportunity to speak to Ashton then? the last 24 hours?
I've spoken to a number of colleagues. Obviously, we speak quite regularly. And, you know, we'll keep speaking to colleagues about things and how I can help whoever is the next leader.
Would you accept a role in the shadow front bench?
My priority at the moment is just, you know, supporting the next leader. It'll ultimately, and it should be up to the next leader to decide the team that they want moving forward in the lead up to the election. So that'll be up to the leader. My priority at the moment, it's obviously been a challenging day, is supporting my electorate, supporting my family. I will run as the member for Hartley for the Liberal Party for the next state election.
Have you told Ashton Hearn already that you will be stepping down?
I've spoken to my colleagues this morning. I've told them all this morning. So yeah, everyone has learned about this morning.
What's the process now? How does the party elect?
So what will happen now is obviously we'll have a party room meeting. I'd say I'm not sure exactly when that will happen, whether it's today, whether it is next week, but there'll be a party room meeting within the next couple of days, and they will elect another leader for the Liberal Party.
Is it possible that the party room meeting should happen today?
It is possible. Obviously, we would have to see where people are at, but I expect it to happen, you know, certainly by Monday at the latest.
Is there a sense of urgency for it to happen?
Well,
rather than later, given we are now less than 4 months out from the state
well, look, I think this party has shown the way that it can pull itself together and can be nimble. Look at how I came into the leadership and how that happened. I mean, it wasn't a smooth transition, let me tell you. So, look, we're mature enough. We're all adults, professionals. We will work it out moving forward from here. It's a sad day, but I'll do everything possible to support the next leader.
Have you enjoyed the role as opposition?
Yeah, absolutely. I have enjoyed every single day, every single moment as leader of the opposition. I don't have any regrets. Very grateful for my colleagues for putting their trust in me. I'm grateful for the electorate of Hartley for allowing me to be a member of Parliament. I'm looking forward now to spending more time in my electorate with those people, and I've had a lot of positive support, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. And of course, spending more time with my young family.
Could you just clarify, none of your colleagues or anyone in the Liberal Party forced this decision in any way? There was no delegation, no one advising you, your time's up, you should go?
Yeah, so obviously the Advertiser reported that multiple times. Mike Smithson and Daly reported that multiple times, and I still to this day do not know who they are talking about when they say that people were out there trying to undermine me. I've seen no evidence of that. No one has come to see me. I mean, last week, you know, there were reports, rumours flying around. There was no such delegation.
So
I'm not even sure how that even stacks up. I do not understand how that even stacks up. Think about how that affects people. Think about how that looks. But I can tell you right now, no delegation approached me. There was nothing of that sort that ever happened.
There must have been something that provoked you today then to make the decision.
I think just ultimately, as I said, you reflect upon all these things. I reflect upon wanting to service my own electorate, my young family, where the party is at, and that's why I thought today's a day before Christmas to step back, support the next person, have some clear air in the lead up to the election.
At what point did you change your mind? I mean, you were this time last week saying you will be leading to the election, and now a week later, making a...
This morning. Yeah, this morning.
This is such a momentous decision to resign an office as high as this. You can't just decide it in the morning.
No, I feel when you think about these things, you weigh up all your different options, but I have great clarity about this, and that's why we're out here making such a big call today.
You felt support outside of the parliamentary party, the greater Liberal Party?
The Liberal Party is what it is. You can't be the leader of the Liberal Party and then complain about the Liberal Party. It's a great party. It's a party of government. It's a major party, and I want to do everything possible to ensure that the Liberal Party is successful. I'm not going to complain about the Liberal Party. I'm not going to be one of these former leaders that wreck the place. I've got no interest in that whatsoever. This is a tough job. It's a tough job, but I'm honoured to have done it, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I'm going to help whoever's next in the role.
Do you feel sad, disappointed though, given how much work you've done?
It is a bit of a sad day, but I'm also feeling quite good. I'm looking forward to going to the remainder of my commitments today. I'm going to see them out. Thank you. We'll see you around the place. I'm off to lunch.
Vincent Tarzia, the outgoing South Australian opposition leader, explaining his resignation, saying he was not pushed out and stressing that he has no bitterness.